Hey everybody, it's Jason, and this is the Toolscrounge channel. It's been a couple weeks since I did an unboxing, and this week I have a Kennedy Machinist box. It's an early one, 30s or 40s, maybe even earlier than that. It's one of the olive drab green and with texture paint, and I bought it a few weeks back. I forgot all about it, and then found it again when I was cleaning shop, and so I'm gonna share that with you. Hopefully, I don't know, I'll be able to do some more of these. I haven't really been buying a lot of stuff and finding boxes. Mostly I've been working on the other side of the estate sale. I got contracted out to work on some heavier ones with a local company, one that I used to work for. I'm trying to get myself centered in frame here. And as an independent contractor on just some of the more busy ones. And so this one's been going on for 2 weeks. Looks like it'll be going 2 weeks more. And it's just kind of a lot. It's a hoarder situation and a lot of square footage. There's a big garage shed and a lot of artwork, a lot of typical stuff, that decor and that sort of thing. And it's just not able to really work a lot of hours in the day, so we've got to work a lot of days, and I don't really want to be there by myself, because if I get injured or something like that, then it'll be kind of a long time coming before anyone shows up. That said, hopefully I'll be able to put together some other types of videos and stuff for you, should I find the time. But anyway, good to see you. Glad you're here. Thanks for coming back. Thanks for being patient. And as always, like, comment, or subscribe. I'm getting kind of close to the magic 1,000 followers. And oh yeah, I want to give a shout out to George over at You Want to Watch. He kind of mentioned my name and stuff, and we've been talking back and forth and things like that. So if you are here because of him, thanks for coming over and hanging out. I really appreciate it. And like I said, let's get going with the Kennedy box, and I hope to see you again soon. All right, take care. All right, let's see. Whoa. It's heavy. Whew. That's kind of a rough one, especially I've been working using my back all week. Just kind of, let's see if we can get this in full frame here. There we go. So we put on some gloves. Sorry about my deep breathing here, but pollen this year is just out of control. So and my wife just mowed the lawn, so now I'm toast. And believe me, that's her thing. Like, she doesn't mind doing it. So let me get this so I can open it. All right. Well, there's quite a big collection of stuff in here, so let's just dive right in. First up, I got a Plum Los Angeles. Hold on, I'll be right back. Let's get some more light in here. Hopefully that helps. Sorry, let's start over. I got a Plum Los Angeles. It looks like it's a body panel spoon for doing body work. I don't have the shape, or now I do, but I didn't have the shape, and I love these. I use them for all sorts of sheet metal in my artwork and things like that. So anyway, yeah, not a lot of damage, in great shape. Let's see, I got another scraper. What is this? Stearns scraper. Needs a cap. Someone wrapped some wire on it, but all in all, it's in pretty good shape. So see, container for some little paddle bits, I believe, for a push drill. These are, let's see if you can see that. But very, very tiny. I'm not sure that I'll ever need any of that small, but it's interesting to say the least. Let's see what else. I got a Cornwall USA 1 5/16. I believe this is some kind of automotive socket, ratchet kind of thing. So if you know offhand, please let me know in the comments below. What else? I got an acetylene gauge. It seems a little rough around the edges, but made by Uniweld. Might be able to rebuild that myself. Just, needs a little cleaning and tightening up and stuff. So, but with the acetylene stuff, you're not supposed to use lubricants of a petroleum nature. Anyway, but I think I don't know. I got enough of these. I'll probably just incorporate this into some kind of sculpture or something. Okay. General Motors Delco brake, hydraulic brake service part. I actually don't know what these are. They seem like they're made out of graphite. They're very lightweight. There's a couple of them in there. If you know what they are, please let me know. Again, I'm not real super familiar with a lot of the older sort of obsolete automotive industry stuff. Got some cores, some nozzle cores, and some O-ring parts and stuff like that in these little containers. Delco new departure bearings. Don't know if they're new. Still wrapped in the Cosmoline wrapper. So for what, I have no idea. Next up, we've got an LS Starrett micrometer with the paperwork and the wrench. It is a model, let's see. Oh, these are the worst gloves. They're too thick. It doesn't say the model number on it, but it appears to be 0 to 1 inch in nice shape, no rust, in an eyeglass case. It says Bellingham Optical on it. I find micrometers in eyeglass cases all the time. So, see, next up, we got a Starrett. I'm just gonna take these off. These are sorry. Depth micrometer, interior micrometer. I don't know if something's missing or not. I'll have to look it up in a catalog or something, but it's in pretty great shape. Not beat up at all. Looks barely used. Always a good thing to find. Another Starrett satin chrome micrometer in the red box. with all the paperwork and the wrench. And it is a number 436. It says 2-inch to 3-inch. So again, the Japanning and finish on it is in beautiful shape. It's a little dirty, but that's pretty typical. The box has suffered most of the damage. Oh, here's some more. Got a ball bearing. And some more little small parts in these containers. See some tiny drill bits in there. And then a Mitsatoyo. Let's see what's in there. 1 to 2-inch micrometer with the gauge on it. It's still, and that's never been used. It's still got the Cosmoline plastic on it. And it has a little chart. Tungsten carbide tip. Yeah, looks like it's never been used either. So far, it's worth, I think I paid 20 bucks for this box. Something like that. All right. Put that stuff back in. And let's see. Oh, this is just like kind of the office stuff. There's a Singer sewing machine manual, a bunch of paperwork kind of thing, some Federal Mogul bearing service. It's kind of some notepads, Edsel specification from the Ford Motor Company, a Starrett decimal equivalent chart, and let's see, valve guide, knurling tools, just kind of some general sort of card file, big safety pin, razor blades, a general angle guide. I always drop, what are these called? I can't remember. I know, but I just had a brain fart. So anyway, got a bunch of them. They're like fishtail gauges or something, I think some people call them. Airco Spark lighter. These are for like welding igniters. Ooh, it's full of dust. I'm not gonna mess with that. Here's another one, same thing, full of some kind of toxic dust, I'm sure. And then like this is unbranded fuse, but those aren't fuses. I'm not sure what they are. They look homemade. It's kind of all in all, just kind of, oh, there's like a air nozzle gauge. It's like each one of these, every time it seems like I find a Machinist drawer, oh, there was some hand cream in there. Every time I find one of these Machinist boxes, there's always kind of a drawer full of papers and stuff. See what we've got here. Parent Jackson Eclipse unopened Sheffield made saw blades. Perfect handle flathead screwdriver. unbranded, a brass pressure tester for tires. I assume it is made by let's see if I can read that. Ooh. Go. Schrader. Pretty common brand. Come in many different formats. I have a few different ones. A Fuller adjustable wrench. Made in Japan. Number 6, 6-inch. A pair of pivot pliers. I don't like these kinds of pliers. It doesn't seem to have a brand. Oh, wait. Dunlap, but there's a lot of weld slag and stuff on it. So I think they're now probably just tongs. A vinyl electrical tape. Sparker for torch. Marquette. Some more of those blades like earlier. 6-inch roughing stone for roughing all metal. We got some Williams new old stock. Let's see, parting tools. If you can see that. Those are nice to have for the lathe, and the old stuff works way better than the new. Some assorted hacksaw blades. Let's see, we got Sears, we got Proto, we got Lennox, Morse, Hackmaster. That might be my favorite. Cron, more Proto. Yeah, those, I mean, who doesn't love hacksaw blades? There's a snap-on one in there. A little wire brush cup for drill. Let's see. I don't know what these are for. I've come across a bunch of them. I'm sure it's for something automotive. But looks like it was made by Williams. That got the W diamond logo in the center. So if you know what this is for, I mean, it looks almost like it's for snap rings or some springs or something like that. But I don't know. It's different for sure. Big cold chisel. Not seeing a name on it. But it's a monster one. Of course, I could use some sharpening, but it looks like it's been used, but only a little. Bros. What? Let's see what it says. Seating tool BT-81. I might have to look those up. I don't know what they're for, but there you have it. A little set of wrenches made by Dunlap. They're kind of nice looking. Points wrenches, I assume, from the size. Some kind of bearing rings. I've seen these before, but I've never seen them being used. I assume that they're bronze bushings of some kind, but some kind of all-purpose tool. made by Manzel. Got a big monster die grinder, and still feels pretty sharp. Another one of those kind of multi-tools. This one's a snap-on Toolscrounge TK 419, and I will be looking that up so I can find out. But if you know offhand, that'd be great. See, we got early Craftsman socket, Circle H. HM Co. J653 wrench. I don't know if that was bent by the end user. It doesn't look like it. Usually they're off color from the heat, but we got 3/8 1212L Proto 3/8 combo wrench with the off center end. We have some of these Proto Los Angeles tappet wrenches, 1/2 5/8 9/16, and then the other half is 1/2 7/16 9/16. So 3 of them. Got a Blue Point Supreme tappet wrench, LTA 1618. That's a 9/16 and 1/2. Got a Craftsman tappet, some stuff on it, 3/8 7/16, a number 1. And then we got a big boy, the New Britain 7/8 3/4 NDF-86 is the part number, made in USA. Yeah, that's it for that middle drawer. And then we got the bottom one, the heavy stuff. Let's see, we got 5449 Proto. Looks like a 3/8 ratchet. I'll have to measure that to be sure, but little pear head one. Got some rust, but feels pretty workable. Some kind of wire hook. It looks homemade. Some kind of puller or adjuster for automotive, I assume. This is patent applied for KD number 2078, made in USA. So that's one I'll have to look up, but pretty cool looking though. What do we got here? Some more specialty tools. Manzel Buffalo 6085-AB 6085-AA. So I'm assuming that these are a set. Like I said, probably for automotive. PSW tool for SU carburetors to test and adjust. Piston for free movement, centering the jet. Synchronizing mixture strength and fuel level. Seems to all be there. Made in Germany, PSW carburetor tools. You can see that there. And we got another sort of similar thing going. Snap-on TK444, and then two little kind of specialty wrenches. No numbering or anything. Probably automotive, early. Outdated. Let's see, getting to the end. We got new departure ball bearings in the package, still wrapped up in the Cosmoline. Nothing rolls like a ball. Made in USA. 909052. I'd probably have to look that up. Bristol, Connecticut. They don't usually say what they're for. I think it's just kind of, you go by the size or whatever. CR oil seals. There's only one in there. See, we got some screw extractors. Looks like a set made by Proto. They don't look too beat up, so let's see. There's one that's not labeled. And it has something handwritten on it. $178, $154. I'm not sure. Probably a reminder to himself. We got, some more Circle H Craftsman sockets. Looks like very near a set. 1/2 inch. Very nice. And let's see, 1, 2, 3 stragglers. So this one on the left was the one I showed you earlier. And then last but not least, we've got a whole box of random junk. Movable partitions and springs. Oh, these are the springs for the box. They're dividers for the drawers. Got a car battery cleaner, some acid brushes. Looks mostly like a bunch of little files and cleaning tools and whatnot in there. So, see, some feeler gauge handles made by Cornwell. There's 2 in there. And that's about it, really. There's like kind of a holographic snap-on fractions and decimal equipment. Little giveaway. Yeah. And that concludes this haul. Thanks again for joining me. I really appreciate it. And that cover's pretty rusty. Anyway, I'm not sure the model number, But on the Kennedy kits label, most of it's missing. I would have to look it up. I've had these before, and I have another one. I just don't memorize everything, you know. So again, I'll see you in a couple weeks. Thanks for stopping by, and hope you enjoyed this video. Talk to you soon.